Goethe's poem The Violet explores the themes of beauty, longing, and the transient nature of life through the story of a small flower. The poem conveys emotional depth as it reflects on the delicate balance between fulfillment and loss. The poem begins by describing a violet growing in a meadow. The violet is humble and small, yet it is content in its environment. In the first stanza, Goethe paints a picture of a flower that is happy in its modest position, enjoying its simple existence. It is not large or striking, but it takes pride in its beauty and fragrance. The meadow is its home and it feels fulfilled, untouched by the outside world. The violet's contentment represents the peace found in simplicity, showing that happiness does not always come from grandeur but from appreciating one's surroundings and natural state. In the second stanza, the violet's confidence grows as it basks in its own beauty. The flower becomes proud of itself, feeling significant and special in the meadow. It perceives itself as the most beautiful thing around, exuding fulfillment and happiness. The violet believes that everything it needs is right where it is, in the meadow, and it has no desire for anything beyond that. This stanza speaks to the idea of being satisfied with one's current state, finding joy in small personal pleasures. However, this contentment is soon disrupted when a new character is introduced in the poem. In the third stanza, the scene shifts as a young shepherdess walks through the meadow. She notices the violet's beauty and is immediately struck by it. Fascinated by the flower, the shepherdess decides to pick it and take it with her, perhaps to wear it in her hair. This moment changes everything for the violet. What was once a happy and self-assured flower is now facing an uncertain future. The act of being picked is a symbol of being taken out of one's natural setting and losing the freedom that came with it. The fourth stanza delves into the violet's emotional transformation. Now that it is no longer in the meadow, the flower's feelings of happiness turn to despair. It mourns the loss of its natural environment, feeling abandoned and helpless. No longer able to bask in the warmth of the sun or the sway with the breeze, the violet realizes that it has lost its place in the world. What once brought it joy has now become a sorrow. The contrast between the violet's initial pride and its subsequent sadness highlights the theme of loss and the harsh realities of life. In the final stanza, the poem reflects on the fleeting nature of beauty and happiness. The violet's fate serves as a reminder that what may seem wonderful at first can lead to sadness when it is removed from its natural context. The flower's beauty is temporary, and once it is plucked, it begins to wither. This symbolizes the transience of life itself. Goethe uses the violet's fate to emphasize the inevitability of change and mortality as well as the fragility of beauty.